Hello students, today let us discuss about the preparation of overhead distribution summary under repeated distribution method and simultaneous equation method is very important from the examination point of view. So here there is a problem. A factory has 3 production departments and 2 service departments. The overhead departmental distribution summary shows the following. In the sense, ಒಂದು ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ, 2 ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಆ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಸಮ್ಮರಿ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಎ ಬಿ ಸಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪಿ ಕ್ಯೂ. ಹಿಯರ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನಾಟ್ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ಡ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ we need to find out which are the production departments and which are the service departments. Again they have given another additional information. The service department expenses are allotted on a percentage basis as follows. ಅಂದರೆ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟಿಗೆ ಏನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ಸನ್ನು ನಾವು ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ಬೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಅವರು ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ಲಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ P and service department Q. Here P and Q are service department. When P and Q are service departments, remaining 3 A, B and C will be the production departments. So expenses of the service department P has to be distributed to A, B, C and Q in the percentage of 30, 40, 15 and 15. In the same way, service department Q expenses are to be distributed to the production departments and one service department in the proportion of 40%, 30%, 25% and 5%. So by using this, show how the expenses of 2 service departments are to be charged to production departments under repeated distribution method and simultaneous equation method. ಅಂದರೆ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ಯೂ, ಆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ಸನ್ನು ನೀವು ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ರೀಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಅದನ್ನು ನೀವು ರಿಪೀಟೆಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಮೆಥಡಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಸೈಮಲ್ಟೇನಿಯಸ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಮೆಥಡಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ರಿಪೀಟೆಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ನೇಮ್ ಸಜೆಸ್ಟ್, ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು distribute the expenses of service department on a repeated basis till it becomes 0. So first let us prepare overhead distribution summary under repeated distribution method. The format is items, production departments A, B, C and service department P and Q. So first we need to transfer total as per primary summary. Here they have given the 6,50,000, 6 lakh for B, 5 lakh for department C, 1,20,000 for department P and 1 lakh for department Q. This is the primary distribution summary. This has to be transferred first. 6,50,000, 6 lakh, 5 lakh, 1,20,000 and 1 lakh. Now we need to distribute service department P and Q expenses on the basis of given percentages. So first let us distribute service department P's expenses in the proportion of 30%, 40%, 15% and 15%. This is given in the problem. 30 for A, 40 for B, 15% for C and 15% for Q. So first let us write minus 1,20,000 here. Why we are writing minus 1,20,000 means we are distributing 1,20,000 expense of department P to the production department ABC and service department Q in the proportion of the given ratio. So 1,20,000 into 30%, you will get 36,000. 1,20,000 into 40%, you will get 48,000. 1,20,000 into 15%, you will get 18,000. Again 1,20,000 into 15%, you will get 18,000. 20,000. If you make a total of these amounts, you will get 1,20,000. So after distributing the expenses of service department P, now we need to distribute expenses of service department Q to the remaining departments. Now the total of service department Q is 1 lakh plus 18,000. It will become 1,18,000 minus 1,18,000. This 1,18,000 has to be distributed to the pre-production department and one service department P in the proportion of 40%, 30%, 25% and 5%. So 1,18,000 into 40%, you will get 47,200. So 1,18,000 into 30%, you will get 35,400. 1,18,000 into 25%, you will get 29,500. And again 1,18,000 into 5%, you will get 5,900. So now again we need to distribute the service department P's expenses to the production departments ABC and service department Q in the same proportion as how we distributed in the first step. So now the service department P's total is only 5,900 because 1,20,000 has been distributed already. So now minus 5,900 right in the bracket. So if you write amount in the bracket, it means it is negative. So this 5,900 has to be distributed to the remaining departments in the given proportion. Again write service department P. So same proportion, 30%, 40%, 15%, 15%. 5,900 into 30%, you will get 1,770. So 5,900 into 40%, you will get 2,360. 5,900 into 15%, you will get 885. So 5,900 into 15%, again you will get 885. So now again we need to distribute service department's Q's expenses to the production and service department P. Service department Q, the proportion will be the same, 40%, 30%, 25% and 5%. So now write 885 in the bracket because this 1,18,000 has been distributed already. So if we are left with only 885, this has to be distributed to the production departments and service departments. So 885 into 40%, you will get 354 rupees. 885 into 30%, you will get 266.5. So make it as 265. 885 into 25%, you will get 221.25. So round it off to 221. Next 885 into 5%, you will get 44.25. make it as 44. So if you add these amounts, you are supposed to get 885. So if amount is 1 rupee less or 1 rupee more, you just make a correction here and there. If 1 rupee is difference means there will be no problem. So you can make such small adjustments. Next, we are supposed to distribute this 44 rupees again to the production departments and service departments. 44. This is the service department P in the same proportion, 30%, 40%, 15% and 15%. 44 into 30%, you will get 13.2. So make it as 13 rupees. 44 into 40%, you will get 17.6. So since decimal is more than 5, make it as 18 rupees. Next 44 into 15%, you will get 6.6 rupees. Make it as 7. So here if we add 13 rupees, 18 rupees and 7 rupees, it will be equal to 38 rupees. Then we are supposed to distribute 44 rupees. So 44 minus 38, remaining amount is 6. Distribute 6 rupees to the service department Q. Then we are supposed to distribute this 6 rupees to the production departments. So again write minus 6. This is the amount of service department Q. So 6 into 40%, you will get 2.4. Just make it as 3. So it has to be distributed now itself. We cannot write decimal, so we cannot carry forward decimal. So just make this 6 rupees equal to only production department. Don't distribute to the service department. Don't distribute 1 rupee, 2 rupee or single digit value to the service department. You can distribute only double digit amount or triple digit amount to the service department if amount is only single digit. In the sense, if amount is up to 9 rupees, just distribute only to the production department. Don't distribute to the service departments. So again 6 rupees into 40%, you will get 1.8 rupees. Just make it as 2. So 3 rupees plus 2 rupees will be equal to 5 rupees. We left with 1 rupees. Just distribute that 1 rupee to the production department and write nil to the service department. So now after distributing the service department expenses to the production department, make a total. So here the service department total will be nil because we have distributed service department expenses to the production department on repeated distribution method basis. So the total of service department will be nil. After distributing service department's expenses to the production departments, we are supposed to make a total of production departments. So the total of production department will be, in the sense, production department A will be 7,35,340 and production department B will be 6,86,046 and production department C will be 5,48,614 rupees. So here ends with the repeated distribution method. So next we have to distribute the overhead expenses on the basis of simultaneous equation method. So let us have a discussion about simultaneous equation method. So simultaneous equation method is based on two equations, that is x is equal to a plus by and y is equal to a plus bx. Here x and y, these x and y are two service departments, whichever the service department they may be. So these x and y represent two service departments. A represents expenses of particular service department. Example, here they have given 1,20,000 and 1 lakh. So this 1,20,000 and 1 lakh are A. So this 1,20,000 and 1 lakh rupees represent value of A. Then BY and BX represent share of service department in other service department. Example, here 15% share will be received by service department Q from the service department P, and 5% share will be received by service department P from the service department Q. So here this BY and BX represent the share which has been acquired and which will be acquired by the service departments from other service departments. So for this problem, let us solve based on the simultaneous equation method. Let x is equal to overhead of service department P and y is equal to overhead of service department Q. Here in this problem they have given P and Q are service department. So here x represent service department P and y represent service department Q. So the equation will be x is equal to 1,20,000 plus 5% of y and y is equal to 1 lakh plus 15% of x. In the sense, the expenses of service department P is equal to 1,20,000 and expenses of service department Q is equal to 1 lakh. This has to be transferred. Then service department P acquire 5% from service department Q. Here y representing service department Q. Here they have given service department Q share will be distributed to the production department and service department P, that is 5%. So service department X acquire 5% from Y. In the same way, service department Y, that is Q, acquire 15% from X, 15% from P. So here instead of writing P, we have written X. So 15% of X. So now we have to simplify it. X is equal to 1,20,000 plus, if we convert this percentage to decimal, it will become 0.05 Y. In the sense 5 divided by 100, you will get 0.05. Then Y is equal to 1 lakh plus 15 divided by 100, you will get 0.15 X. So now let us bring the common factor to one side. So let X be here, X. So let us bring this Y value to the left hand side. Here Y value is representing positive. So if we bring to the left hand side, it will become negative. Plus 0.05 Y will become minus 0.05 Y is equal to 1,20,000, because we are not changing the value of 1,20,000, so it will be plus 1,20,000 only. Now let us bring the X value to the left hand side. Here also the value is positive. If we bring to the left hand side, it will become negative, minus 0.15 X plus Y. We are not changing value of Y, so it will be plus Y is equal to 1 lakh. We are also not changing value of 1 lakh or the place of 1 lakh, so it will be positive 1 lakh only. So if we want to get the value of X and Y, we need to cancel either of X or either of Y equation. So if we want to cancel the equation, it should be equal. So let us multiply 0.05 with the equation 2. 0.05 with equation 2, because if you want to cancel X value, we have to multiply with minus 0.15. So it will be difficult if we multiply with 0.15, the calculation will be different. So you will find very difficult to calculate. So if we multiply with 0.05 with equation 2, it will be easy for you to calculate. First let us write the equation 1. X minus 0.05 Y is equal to 1,20,000, and now multiply with 0.05 for the equation 2. So 0.05 into 0.15, it will be minus 0.0075 X. Why we are writing minus? Because here minus 0.15 is there, here plus 0.05 is there. So plus into minus, we will left with the minus, and plus 0.05 into Y, it will become 0.05 Y is equal to 1 lakh into 0.05, you will get 5,000 rupees. So now we can cancel Y value, minus 0.05 and plus 0.05, it will get cancelled. Now here we have a value of 1, X represent 1, so 1 minus 0.0075, we will left with 0.9925 X is equal to 1,20,000 plus 5,000, 1,25,000. Since both are positive, we need to add them. So we can calculate value of X by dividing 1,25,000 with 0.9925. 1,25,000 divided by 0.9925, you will get 1,25,944.5 4.58. This is the value of service department X, in the sense value of service department P, because here X is representing service department P. So now by using either of the equation, you can use any of the equation. So by using this equation, we are supposed to calculate value of service department Y, which is representing service department Q. So use the simple equation. Here the second equation is difficult, so difficult to calculate. So use first equation, X minus 0.05 Y is equal to 1,20,000. Here we know the value of X, that is 1,25,944.58, that has to be transferred, minus 0.05 Y and 1,20,000. Now let us bring the common factor to one side. So now let us bring 1,20,000 to the left hand side. Since it is positive here, if we bring that amount to the left hand side, it will become minus 1,20,000, and this 0.05 Y is negative here. So if we bring to the right hand side, it will become positive 0.05 Y. If you deduct 1,25,944.58 and 1,20,000, you will left with 5,944.58 and is equal to 0.05 Y. So if you want to calculate Y, 5,944.58 divided by 0.05, the value of Y will be 1,18,891.60. So value of X, that is department P, here X is representing service department P, is equal to 1,25,944.58, that is equal to 1,25,945, and value of department Y, that is representing department Q, that is service department Q, is equal to 1,18,891.60, that will be equal to 1,18,892, since the decimal is more than 5. So here you need to round it off the value of service department P after calculating service department Q only. If you round it off before calculating service department Q's value, you will not get exact value for department Q. So for that purpose, you need to round it off only after calculating service department Q's value. Now let us prepare overhead distribution summary under simultaneous equation method. Here we need to distribute only to the production department. So we are not supposed to distribute, or we are not required to distribute to the service department as how we distributed in the repeated distribution method. Directly we need to distribute only to the production departments. So first we need to transfer total as per primary distribution, which is given in the problem, that is 6,50,000, 6 lakh and 5 lakh for the production department A, B and C. So for the production department A, it is 6,50,000, and for B it is 6 lakh, and for C it is 5 lakh rupees. So after that we need to distribute department P's value based on the percentage given in the problem. They have given that 30% has to be distributed to the A, 40% to the B and 15% to the C. The value of service department P, and service department Q's value has to be distributed to the production departments in the proportion of 40%, 30% and 25%. In the same way, we have to distribute the value of production service department P's, that is 1,25,945, to the production departments in the proportion of 30%, 40% and 15%, and the value of department Q, service department Q's value, that is 1,18,892, has to be distributed to the production departments A, B and C in the proportion of 40%, 30% and 25%. So if you calculate the value of 30% from the 1,25,945, you will get 37,783, and if you calculate 1,25,945 into 40%, you will get 50,378, and if you calculate 1,25,945 into 15%, you will get 18,892. So this amount will not be equal to 1,25,945 because these percentages are not equal to 100. These are equal to only 85%. Remaining 15% is left for the service department Q. So this amount will not be equal to 1,25,945. You just keep this in your mind. ಈ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ 1,25,945 ಗೆ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಏನಕ್ಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜಸ್ 100% ಗೆ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆಡ್ 30%, 40% and 15%, you will get only 85%. Remaining 15% for department Q. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 1,25,945 rupees ಗೆ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ we are supposed to distribute department Q's expenses to the production departments A, B and C. 1,18,892 into 40%, you will get 47,557. If you get any decimal value, just round it off to the nearest amount. Then 1,18,892 into 30%, you will get 35,668, and 1,18,892 into 25%, you will get 29,723. In the same way, this amount is also not equal to 1,18,892 because these percentages are not equal to 100. If we add 40%, 30% and 25%, this will be equal to 95%. Remaining 5% belongs to service department P. ಅದರಿಂದ ಈ ಅಮೌಂಟನ್ನು ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ 1,18,892 rupees ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಏನಕ್ಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜಸ್ 100%ಗೆ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ P's and department Q's expenses to the production department, you just make a total. So you will get total 7,35,340 and 6,86,046 and 5,48,615. So after distributing service department P's and service department Q's expenses, you are supposed to make a total 6,50,000 plus 37,783 plus 47,557. You will get 35,340. And in the same way, if you add these three amount, you will get 6,86,046. And if you add these three amount, you will get 5,48,615 rupees. So you are supposed to get the same amount. How much you have obtained if you have prepared the overhead distribution summary under repeated distribution method. ಅಂದರೆ ನೀವು repeated distribution method ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ overhead distribution ಸಮ್ಮರಿಯನ್ನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನು ಟೋಟಲ್ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಮೌಂಟು simultaneous equation method ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಬರಬೇಕು. 1 and 2 rupees ವೇರಿ ಆದರೆ no problem at all. So you are supposed to get the nearest value. See here we have obtained 7,35,340. If you have prepared overhead distribution summary under simultaneous equation method, let us check with the repeated distribution method. Yes, look at here, we have obtained 7,35,340 only. So here under repeated distribution method, the total of department B is 6,86,046. Let us check with this simultaneous equation method. Here also we have obtained 6,86,046 rupees only. Then let us check with the department C. It is 5,48,615. Here also it is 5,48,614 rupees. So just 1 rupee difference. It is not at all a problem. So if you prepare this much, you are going to get 14 marks. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment box. Thank you.